Are you procrastinating? Like, are you trying to figure out why? Today, I'm going to be talking about 3 reasons why you may be procrastinating, and then also about maybe a few things as to how you can improve that. Okay. Hello, I'm Carolee Galt. I'm an ADHD productivity strategist and the founder of the Productivity Impact, and we work with ADHD entrepreneurs to get their business and home life in order to where we can really excel and get productive. All right, so we're going to jump right in here with our 3 reasons why you may be procrastinating as an ADHD entrepreneur. Are you ready? All right, so the number one thing that I hear from all my clients is that there's just so much to do. The task is too big. The project is too big. I cannot break it down. That is the biggest thing that I hear from people. And this is something that comes naturally to me as I was an event planner, and I love to plan things out. And so I did have that nice little organizational gene that a lot of people do not have, which is fantastic, which means I can help you because I still understand your brain as an ADHDer. So we need to break down the projects, okay, into little tiny bitty tasks that we can easily check off in 5 to 10 minutes. And if that's not quite possible, then at least smaller chunks. So we have a 6-month project. We're not trying to eat it all in one bite, right? How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So we need to make these tasks very small. You can do this by mapping it out on paper. You can do this by mapping it out in a project management system. You can verbally tell somebody and they can break it down for you, especially if you really struggle. So like you can essentially talk to somebody that's really good at breaking these things down, and they can help you break down the projects into something very small and manageable. So that is one of my favorite things to do, is break down huge projects. So if you need assistance with that, you should totally send me an email, okay? All right, so number 2 is you're not sure how to do it. Like, plain and simple, when we haven't done something before, we like run in the opposite direction, okay? Or if we haven't done something in a really long time, or we've never learned it at all to begin with, so we have to learn something new, we just procrastinate to the last possible second. I'll give you an example here. I hate going to the post office, and I've procrastinated on sending out this package. It was even for a client for like a whole week, because I just didn't want to do it. But then she needed what was in the package next week, and so I needed to get it done, which is what created the urgency, okay? Like I knew how to do it, kind of, right? You go to the post office, you're like, I don't know what to do, right? So I had to experience it. I had to ask questions, right? So this might actually be like, you're not sure how to organize something. You're not sure how to use a software. You're not really sure how to create something. You have to get the resources, whether that be a course, a mentor, a coach, whether that just be you going in there and just being like, I gotta do this, I gotta get it done, which means I'm gonna have to ask the questions, right? For my example of the post office, like, I got it done, yay! But it was so nerve-wracking because I wasn't sure how to do it. I wasn't sure what I needed when I went in there. I wasn't sure, like, I felt stupid asking questions. But you know what? Those people that are there, those people that have those courses, the coaching, the services, they're there to make it easier for you. And trust me, they've probably already heard your question, so they have the answer. Or the third thing that might be making you procrastinate is that the thing that you need to do isn't important to you. It does not seem important to you, or there's no sense of urgency to complete it. All right, so we love to do something, and we tend to get things done a lot faster. But if we're like, nah, I don't really care about it, it's not really all that important, we tend to drag our feet. So the next time you find yourself on your to-do list where it just keeps skipping from one day to the next, evaluate first, is this actually important for me to complete, or can it be put off until later? Because sometimes we just overload our to-do list, which creates overwhelm and paralysis. And then we're like, oh, well, all I keep doing is moving this to the next day anyway. Do I really need to do I really need to complete this task right now? And then, of course, the whole, like, this kind of is like a 2-parter. There's no sense of urgency with it, right? Like, if you don't have a deadline on things, you're not going to do it until you're like, oh, crap, I need to do it. I need this on Monday, right? When you realize you need it. So create urgency for yourself, whether that's setting deadlines, talking to somebody, whatever that looks like for you. So you need to enlist accountability to make sure that you're getting these things done, whether that be on a deadline, whether that be for them to create urgency, whether that be for them to keep it in your mind, whether that to make sure it stays on your to-do list and doesn't just get kind of lost in space. Whatever that is, they are going to create the urgency for you, or they're going to tell you it doesn't have to be done right now. Because prioritizing, we kind of suck at it. Up until this point, we've kind of sucked at it, right? Conscious language here. We have to keep that straight. But just simply enlist support. The hardest thing for me to do as someone that is a solution-focused person is to ask for support. Like, I hate to ask for help, assistance, support, whatever word, is for you that triggers you, like, oh, I don't want to do that, right? You need to, because the moment I started asking for support, instead of having people just kind of guess if I needed it or just go without it, that was the time where things in my house, things in my marriage, things with my kids, things in my business really started to soar. I really started to become aware of the things that I truly did struggle with and that I did need support with. And it made it a lot easier once I realized no one was going to judge me for asking for support. No one was going to make me feel stupid. Like, they're genuinely like, I've been in your shoes potentially, or I've needed to ask for help in the past, and they're there to help you work through it. Okay? There are plenty of people out there that could help you with your procrastination. If you really struggle with procrastination and accountability scares the crap out of you because you're just like, I'm going to fail. Okay? I was with you. Okay? I have set myself up for failure so many times by going, I'm going to do this and voicing it out loud. You need to find that person that's like, you're not like terrified that you're going to disappoint them, or you're terrified you're going to mess up, but you need to find that person that is like you don't have the fear of doing it. Like, you tell them and you're like, every ounce of you is like, we are going to run forward. Okay? I didn't know what that felt like until recently, but it's amazing when you're like, oh, but they're going to know. They're going to know if I didn't do it. They're here to support me. I'm paying for support. I need to show up for me. I need to show up for my clients. I need to show up for that person that is taking their time. Even if I'm paying for it, they're still taking their time and mentoring me. We're going to do a recap here. So the 3 reasons why you might be procrastinating is that the task or the project is simply too large and we need to break it down. You're simply not sure how to do it, and you need to either hire someone, or you need to do some more research. You really need to figure that part out instead of procrastinating on it. Or the last one is, or a mixture, right? There could be a mixture of these, is it's not really important to you and there's no sense of urgency. There's a 2-parter at the end there. So if you're like, I don't even know where to start with this, I'm constantly either late, missing deadlines, like cramming the night before, I'm all over the place, I'm always behind, my to-do list never gets any shorter, it's more like a stress list, and it just keeps going on and on and on, okay? We need to stop right there. I get it. We just need to stop, and we need to breathe. Breathe, okay? Do that 3 times, 5 times, whatever works for you, but you need to breathe. And then I need you to stop struggling. I need you to stop procrastinating, and I need you to ask for help. Okay? I need you to go to someone completely judgment-free. It doesn't matter what they think of you. I know it's hard. But find someone that you genuinely connect with and that you honestly believe would be able to give you that support. If that's me, or if you'd like it to see if it's me, I'm totally open for that. You can go ahead and schedule a coffee chat with me below, and I would love to see if I can be that person for you. So there are a few fun goodies in the description of this video for you to grab. Things from how to manage your time, some focus tips. There's a group where I drop a whole bunch of craziness in there. You can follow me on other social media platforms if you choose. There are a few goodies down in there, but also that coffee chat if you would like to talk and see if we could potentially be a good fit to work together to get you not procrastinating, at least not as bad as you are right now, right? We are always looking at being more productive, which is always just getting things done in a faster manner than we have in the past. I will see you in the next video. We drop a video every single week on Thursday, and so you can make sure you like and subscribe so that way you get notified when I do that. Have a good rest of your day, and I will see you next time.